Nessa girl, I know I'm late and don't kill me or whatever, but a bitch been on vacation and it took me a while to get back in rotation, but I'm here. At any rate, y'all may notice that the background is a little different, but that's because I just wanted to give y'all something a little different today. A little peek inside my life, and I got tired of filming up against that flat wall. Now, I don't know what this lighting look like. I normally have my camera on auto. I'm gonna figure out how to use the lighting better at a normal date. At any rate, let's just get into, you know what, I almost like this because it's more conversational when I sit like this, Nessa girl, and y'all ain't looking up my nose. At any rate, let's just get into Monday's episode of Love and Hip Hop Reunion Part 1. I want to say this. This episode of the reunion need to be called You Met Your Match and Take No Prisoners. Because everybody on this show who has historically been a boss or a bully met their motherfucking match on this episode. Let's just start from the very beginning. Them intros were so fucking tired. First of all, what I'm not understanding about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta anymore is who is a cast member and who is not. They introduced so many people and the audience was so non-enthused. Like nobody was clapping. You heard like 15 claps. People who should not have been getting full introductions as cast members. Just Brittany. She shouldn't have been in the beginning. Tiara, Jasmine, all these different little people. Who are the core cast members of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? That's the number one question I ask. Before I go any deeper too, I want to say this. Nina Parker did exceptionally well on this episode as the reunion. You can tell Nina has gotten real comfortable. She understands her power and what her role is. Before, Nina used to kind of let them run amok and rely on security to keep things in check. Nina is running the show these days, and I love it. I can learn a lot from Nina. Hats off to Nina. Nevertheless, let's just jump right on into this thing. It got started with Rasheeda and Kirk and Jasmine. I'm going to say this. All season, I've been pretty pleased with Rasheeda, okay? The way she's been handling things and everything. Somebody calling. Up into the reunion, I've been pleased with Rasheeda. Rasheeda threw me at this reunion, bringing all that smoke to Jasmine. And Jasmine told her ass right. Bitch, I might have told you on national TV, but your husband ain't tell you at all. Checkmate. You know what I'm saying? Then saying to her, if you would have kept your legs closed. Well, shit, girl, if Kirk would have kept his legs closed, and you can read that however the fuck you want to read it. If Kirk would have kept his damn legs closed, they wouldn't have been in this situation. It just came off very one way, and like Kirk had nothing to do with it. And Rasheeda, I don't know, that's just, I ain't never had no man cheat on me and make no baby. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to tell you to feel. But it just felt like you were disproportionately upset with Jasmine when at the end of the day, she should be the least of your damn worries because without Kirk, there'd be no Jasmine. That's just my 2 cents. Stevie J, Erica Mena, and Sean Garrett. Let's take Erica Mena out of the equation for a moment. Stevie J's got a deeper issue with Sean Garrett. If I had to guess, I would say Stevie feels a way that Sean is a bit more relevant and accomplished than he is, and then now Sean is infringing on Stevie's territory. It's telling me it's some machismo ego shit down there in the mix. And what I like about Sean is Sean came in showing no deference. He like, I don't give a damn that you a 6-year vet on this show. I'm legit in the business. You not finna bitch me out. You not finna make me be quiet. Ain't nobody fucking scared of you. You not even from Atlanta, Stevie. I am. So go sit your goddamn ass down somewhere. And I love it. Let me tell you something. I thought Erica Mena was pointless this entire season, but she served a purpose on that reunion. They served Stevie ass motherfucking right. They served Stevie ass so bad the man just decided to up and leave. Stevie, you ain't shit. You ain't shit, and Jocelyn Hernandez showed us that a long time ago. Here's what I'm not understanding though. I'm not understanding why it is such a bone of contention with Erica Mena as it relates to people asking, can she sing? Erica, you can't sing. Rich Dollars already embarrassed you and made a fool out of you. They gave you an opportunity to sing live at the Love and Hip Hop reunion in Atlanta. You just need to stop telling people that you're trying to pursue music. Maybe you should write, maybe you should produce, maybe you should image consult, but you don't have the vocal talent. And don't get me wrong, Erica, I'm not throwing shade. I love to sing. I would trade in everything I have to be an R&B singer, but no matter what, no matter how hard I pray, and no matter how many classes I go to Miss Jan, and how much of my money I let Kim Burrell fuck over, I'm never going to be able to be a vocal artist. And it's just true T, sis. And I think you need to accept it. I mean, the closest thing you was getting to the music industry and being an artist was sucking Bow Wow dick, and I'm just sorry. That's the closest you're going to get to a microphone. And I think these days, you got to take it where you could get it, mama. Just Brittany. I thought it was kind of fucked up how they escorted Just Brittany off the stage. Now, you introduced her and clapped for her like she was a main cast member, but then y'all treated her like a second-rate citizen. Just Brittany is in a Tammy Roman position. Follow me. She wants to be down, but there's a main clique of girls that she can't penetrate. And when one get mad, they all jump on board. Spice, I like you a lot. I'm not understanding, and Just Brittany asked you, why you jumping in the shit? Estelita was not in the damn fear of getting jumped. She wasn't in no real danger. I'm not understanding what Spice's issue is with Just Brittany. Then when the girl tried to defend herself, all of y'all talking. And honestly and truthfully, I really just feel like y'all was picking on her from the get-go because she was busted and basically looked like Tammy Roman on her first season of Basketball Wives. However, Just Brittany, coming in, you were already the underdog. And yeah, it would have rubbed me the wrong way too if we're sitting here talking and you positioned yourself as if you were 2 notches above us, and then, you know, oh, it take hard work, oh, it take this, but mine, at the end of the day, you really ain't a hell of a lot further in your music career than Erica Mena and Estelita is, and that's just true T. Yeah, you may have a couple more songs recorded, but what you got in your iPhone and what's on your hard drive of the computer makes me none. If it ain't being played on the radio, Sirius Satellite got 1 million views on YouTube, y'all all on the same level. And for you to throw out that whole, and I ain't have to fuck nobody to get here, what were you trying to imply? And we ain't stupid. You were trying to imply that they did, or that's what they've done, or that's what they're willing to participate in. Now, granted, you ain't lying, you didn't lie, but you can't meet somebody on a first meet and say some shit like that and expect them to receive you well. Like, honestly and truthfully, for Just Brittany and those that's riding with her, what would have been the appropriate reaction coming into a room? I'm a video girl. I've got years in the business. On the show, my life has been documented, and somebody says out of their mouth, yeah, and I ain't have to fuck nobody to get it. What should Erica and Estelita's reaction have been? So while I sympathize at the way they coming at Brittany, it's like, Brittany, you set the stage for all of this, and it don't make it no better that you look bad. Sean Garrett and Carly Red. I'm going to tell y'all something. I got a lot of respect for the way Sean Garrett handled his situation with Carly. Sean, I see some characteristics of myself in Sean. And that is, okay, here are things I'm not going to deal with. I might give you a try at it. Once I identify that this is the way you operate, we cool, but we can't be that. And that's what he did with Carly. He like, Carly, you cool, you ain't got no beef, it's just you messy. And I don't believe in trying to change people. It ain't my job to try to Iyanla fix your life. We're just not compatible. And Sean moved the hell on with them 52 number ones. That's the part that fucked Stevie J ass up. Estelita, you know, as much as I like Stevie J's TV persona, Stevie J is a predator at the most dangerous of levels. Stevie J preys on the weak. and he justifies fucking over women and playing with women. He sleeps easy at night because he takes them from a Honda Civic to an E-Class Benz. So in his mind, despite the fact that I don't fucked over you, look at your life now and look at it then. Well, Stevie, here's the gag. I was damaged then and I'm damaged now. The only difference is I'm damaged in 300 thread count sheets, Egyptian cotton, which is the worst kind of damage, because you imagine once you get a little money and a little notoriety that your life is supposed to be, you know, better and your heart's supposed to be mended and all this shit, and then you more toe up with money, then your money tied to this man. It's manipulative, it's bondage. The way Stevie, first of all, I wish Jocelyn would have had sense in the day back enough to know that Stevie didn't make her, she made Stevie. When they was on and popping them two together, trust and believe, people were not calling to book Stevie J independently. They were calling to book Jocelyn and got Stevie as an added bonus. I can assure you the clubs were not calling for Stevie. They were calling for Jocelyn. And then Stevie hitched his wagon to Jocelyn's horse. That's just true tea. I saw it from the beginning. Jocelyn having this new life opened up to her, this new money, she felt indebted to Stevie, and Stevie found a way to keep her mind trapped until that woman finally got away from him. And I'm happy, and I hope on this new show we see Jocelyn, like, you know, figuring shit out. It's the same thing with Estelita. When Estelita made that comment, nobody has ever cared about me the way Stevie did, that's the same shit Jocelyn said. And I'm looking at her like, you so damn stupid. And that's what Stevie does. He preys on women who have never had a strong male influence in their life. He tells them anything. And let me tell you something. When you've had nothing and somebody says you're beautiful and I'm gonna change your life, that's everything to you. Stevie preys on them type of women. Do you notice Stevie is never found in the company of a whole or a complete woman? And because Erica has gone through her transformation process, he couldn't shut her up. She wasn't indebted to him. She's equal as valuable to the Love and Hip Hop franchise as he was. He had no ammo. So what did he do? He tucked his tail between his legs and ran off like a wounded dog. Like Stevie, Sean, and Erica really pulled your whole card. And while I was like, why the fuck is Erica Mena on this damn show this season? This reunion made it all possible. Last but not least, Spice and Tommie. I hate the fact that Spice and Tommie is beefing. Tommie, you ignorant. You know, I like you to death, you're beautiful, but you ignorant. You ignorant as fuck. And you know, your ignorant ass mama sitting there next to you. I blame her ass because she didn't raise you right. The streets raised you. We already know the streets are ignorant. I don't believe a MFing thing you said about putting that thing around your damn leg, that you voluntarily did it. I feel like it was suggested by production as a way to keep your ass on that show for you to cooperate, and you didn't want to fuck up the bag. Nobody wants to walk around. You don't want to admit that you have an alcoholic problem, but you don't mind walking around with an alcoholic monitor. It seems to me, Tommie, that you going through every hoop and measure to not identify with being an alcoholic for ego reasons. Tommie, the fact that you even got to put this thing around your ankle voluntarily to have receipts is proof enough that you have a problem. The deeper question is, what behaviors are you exemplifying and what are you doing that leads people to think you are an alcoholic? You don't need no bracelet, just cut your shit. Or take the, you know, in this situation, the simplest of answers is the best answer. Go see somebody. And you don't even have to do it publicly. You don't owe nobody no explanation about whatever you going through health-wise, mental health-wise, addiction-wise. Just go see somebody and come back a new person. That was Love and Hip Hop, y'all. I'm curious to know what episode 2 gonna get. We got a lot of shows to catch up on, and I promise I'm gonna knock them all out today. I'll call you back. Bam!